Your Swing Alpha Trade Report for January 2nd, 2018, the first trading day of the year. The markets didn't really go anywhere. We had definitely a strong day. However, we didn't really trade outside our trading range that we've been in for the last 2 weeks. However, the stocks that we had owned, our personal portfolio had gone up 2.7% in one day, which is, I believe, one of the strongest days we've ever had for Swing Alpha, which is pretty good given that it's the first trading day of the year. Now, if you look at the overall market, this is a map of the market. You can see the technology, services, basic materials, and healthcare sectors did really, really well today. So there's a chance that these might possibly be leaders going into the first half of the year. Although I'm not quite sure if it'll be healthcare, biotech. Definitely technology, service, basic materials have the potential. Now, financials, consumer goods, industrials, and especially utilities weren't bad, they weren't good, they're just average, they were meh. Utilities definitely underperformed, as you can see here. Now we're going to go over the FAANG stocks really quick. We generally don't trade the FAANG stocks, however, they are market leaders, so it's always good to just have an eye out for how the market leaders are performing. So first is Facebook. You can see Facebook has been doing pretty well for several years, just riding up into this rising channel here. However, more lately, it hasn't really gone anywhere. You can see in the last 5 months, it's barely gone up at all from the high of 5 months ago. Now, for long term, it's still very, very bullish. Short to midterm, it's slightly bullish. We've had a possible breakout from this consolidation here. However, I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't really be long right now. I'd want more of a consolidation or a pullback before we go up. But yes, long term, it's still bullish. And it's the same for the other FANG stocks. For example, Apple here. Apple's been in a rising channel for pretty much the whole year now. Right now, it's within a consolidation phase. So short to midterm, we could see more consolidation, but long term, yes, it's definitely still bullish. Next is Amazon, AMZ. And again, the same thing. We've been in this rising channel for about 2 years now. However, short to midterm, it's towards the upper end of the channel, so I wouldn't want to go long on this. I would wait for some form of pullback. But again, long term, it is still bullish. We have Netflix and FLX. So again, the same thing. We've been in a channel, rising channel, for about 2 years. And today it appears we have a breakout from a bull flag or consolidation. It also looks like it's bounced off this bottom end. So if you wanted to go long Netflix, today would be the day to go long, and we're just going to put in our prediction here that we expect it to possibly go up to 240 in the next 2 to 3 months. However, Netflix is a slow mover, and we wouldn't trade it. We wouldn't put out of trade, so it's up to you for Netflix. But definitely, we believe Netflix is bullish, both short, mid, and long term. And last, Alphabet or Google, Googl. Google has been riding this rising trend line since the beginning of time, pretty much. What is this, 2004 here? And it's still riding this rising trend line. And we expect that to continue in the long term. So we're still definitely long term bullish. Google, however, short to midterm, we're really not sure. We give it a 50-50 whether it will break out, continue up, or possibly consolidate before hitting this rising trend line and continuing up. Regardless, long term bullish. Now, we also wanted to point out the Chinese market using FXI today. We had a huge gap up, about 3% gap up this morning, and that's about 3.5%. We are currently long FXI using the leveraged ETF YINN, so we made about 9-10% off of this today. If we look historically, you can see about 3 months ago it gapped up and then it continued. But if you look at 1 month ago after it gapped up, it fell. So it's about 50-50 right now, but we're still short to midterm bullish, the Chinese market. So we're still holding and watch to see what happens. Next, I wanted to go over the crypto markets. We don't issue alerts for cryptos. However, we just wanted to point out how the crypto market's doing, just so our clients, our customers could generally judge. Now let's see if I can get this to load here. I'm having a little bit of a slow this going on. So Bitcoin is generally the index that you wanted to use. It's not an index, but it's the market leader in cryptos, and most of the cryptos have the same technicals as Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's not doing well, I wouldn't expect the other cryptos to do well. We are currently right now what appears to be a bullish consolidation pattern. I'm not confident enough in it to take a long right now. However, today does look like some sign of strength. So it could possibly continue up from here, but for me, I'm just not confident enough in this trade to recommend it. Uh, Now, most of the coins, as I said, are they have the same technicals as Bitcoin, but there are two exceptions. One is Ripple. So Ripple had been horizontal for a very long time. However, more recently, you could see significant strength here. It went up from, let's see, zero point 0.2 to now about, let's see, this is 2. However, we do have this very large inverted hammer here, which scares me. And as a bullish trade, I just wouldn't want to take it. I would wait for some form of consolidation or pullback before going long. And then lastly, Ethereum. Ethereum is the coin that you want to go in if you are a long-term trader. From the technology perspective, I really like the smart contracts that it offers. More recently, we had what appears to be a bullfight consolidation and breakout. However, I just don't have the confidence in it because Bitcoin is the leading coin and the technicals weren't very bullish at the time. So I would have passed on this pop right here. We could still see a consolidation again and possibly this could be a large rising triangle, which I would be bullish on, would want to go long on. So I'm still watching it as well. So that concludes our trade report for the first trade report of the year. We didn't put any trades out today, but keep on the lookout. We could issue alerts later, and if you're not signed up yet, definitely sign up with our service at swingalpha.com. So have a good day.